So yes, the Stalker 2 dev team just opened up about the next big update, and guess what? It's going to be even bigger than the previous update. And yes, this is going to be our first patch with improvements to the A-Life 2.0 system. This is the first real step to making the game what was promised. But we also have some other details as to what you can expect in this brand new patch coming up. And a very cool tool was just released for Stalker 2, and it should help you out big time when exploring the world. And get this, a post from 6 years ago is still helping Stalker fans to this day, even in Stalker 2. And there's also some really cool Easter eggs that we definitely have to take a look at. And yes, as always, I'm going over your top comments later in the video. So my journey today began discovering this post right here, which was definitely the trending topic. It says next patch to feature first set of A-Life improvements. No confirmed date yet, but you'll probably notice something very strange about the post. It says that the image was probably deleted, but I'm like wondering what is going on here. So I thought something perhaps had leaked because previously GSC Game World indicated they did not want to overhype the upcoming patch. However, we got a new reply from the dev team saying this right here. Why was the picture deleted? Edit the post so I can improve it. And yeah, I can also confirm Molt's words. The next patch will include A-Life bug fixing iteration. As we said previously, A-Life is our top priority. That'll be quite a big patch overall, no exact details or dates I can share, but be sure we will be continuing to work on the game, and as always, listen to your feedback and comments. And to be honest with you guys, I thought it would take a little bit longer for them to even touch the A-Life 2.0 system, but it seems like they might be throwing in updates to A-Life 2.0 in perhaps every patch going forward. Perhaps not every single patch, but it seems like they will be working it into some of these patches going forward, which is pretty cool. Because they've said previously a big part of fixing A-Life 2.0 is optimizing the game, and as the game gets further optimized, you'll probably see A-Life 2.0 get more advanced as we see those patches rolling out. And you're probably like, hold up now, Robbie, wait a second. They said it's going to be a big patch. They didn't exactly say it's going to be bigger than the previous patch. Well, if we head on to the Discord, we get more information from Molt, who says this: the patch is still in development and will include more fixes than 1.02 and 1.03. Additionally, it is expected to introduce the first set of A-Life improvements. Once again, he reiterates that. But yes, this is going to be a bigger patch than what we've ever had previously. So this is going to be a good one. And I really do hope that we see those improvements with A-Life 2.0. Now, this might be a slow burn type situation when it comes to those improvements with the A-Life system, because I don't think it's going to be like, oh my God, absolutely everything is just groundbreaking now. I think it's going to be a steady flow of those improvements until we get to that point where A-Life is in such a place where we're like, now this is what I'm talking about. So I'm just saying working up to that point might require still a little bit of patience. But I'm down because I'm enjoying the hell out of this one. And wait a second, what in the world is this? Full patch notes here. Let's check it out. Damn it. And we will eventually get those full patch notes in time, just not today. But once those do drop, I will have those up right here on the channel. And there was also this question out there as well. It says, will there be a fix for the VRAM leak? Or did you throw in a towel on that one? Tons of people literally cannot play the game 3 weeks after the launch because of this. Hopefully you guys aren't one of those people, but let me know, is this a prevalent thing or are you good to go? And we did get a reply from one of the GSC community managers saying this right here: with 3 patches, we did reduce the number of spots where memory was leaking. Still, we know that some spots still exist, and in the nearest patch, this issue will be addressed just like in the previous one. I'm sorry that 3 previous fixes didn't solve your particular memory leak. We got an interesting reply here saying this happens only with FrameGen, by the way, turned off and never seen it again. Many people think that this is a different problem than a memory leak. We need FrameGen though. I hope they fix this first. And time again, I have run into posts about FrameGen issues. So if you are experiencing some issues with the game in terms of feeling like it's a memory leak, perhaps it could also be that FrameGen setting, and you might want to goof around with that. Perhaps even toggling it off for now, but I know how necessary it is for some of you. So hopefully GSC has some comments about this one in the future. And if we head back on over to the official Discord, we have a question about inventory. Check it out. Would you please consider disabling automatic inventory sorting on confirmed trades and making it optional under the gameplay tab? Applying the same logic to the personal stash, I and many others like things to be organized a certain way, and the stash not remembering where I place what is a bit annoying. And we got a reply from Molt himself saying, I've shared this suggestion with the team. We'll gather feedback and consider this feature for the future. So at the very least, we do know the dev team is currently looking and investigating into some of those annoying issues, but also have some more critical bug fixes as well. Check it out right here. Can we expect a fix to the locked door issue in Zalicia in the next update? And the response is we are going to have additional fixes to the defense of So let's see in the next hotfix patches. Let me tell you what, that part of the game has been officially a nuisance to this dev team. So hopefully this next update can finally solve those problems around that mission, you know? There's also been some really frustrating things happening around quest items. Check it out. It says, is there any plans to change keys quest items so they can't be thrown into oblivion by telekinesis or explosions? The response is this: AFAC burrowers can no longer take quest items off your hands. Ideally, we will fix all such instances within time. And I'm not even too sure how that's a thing in the game, but it's good to know that future patches will address it. Not guaranteed that's going to make it into this next upcoming patch, but I'll keep you guys in the know regarding those patch notes. And we got another really important question here. It says, I've noticed in 1.3 the SCP-100 Discovery Suit still cannot be upgraded by any of the techs. Will this be addressed in a future patch? And the answer is yes, it will be fixed. So rejoice. For those of you that have not been able to upgrade that in the future, that will be a thing. And dear God, you're probably wondering what happened to your screen. So yes, this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. A very cool tool was released where you can kind of organize the entire map, keep track of your progress, go ahead and seek out characters. You know, if you're looking for traders, technicians, medical, what have you, you can even like sort it out here and get rid of markers, as you can see over to the left, how I can sort this. And a really cool example is I've sorted by artifacts only. If you want to go on that artifact hunt, you could do that. But hey, why not populate it with unique gear and weapons to add in some additional routes that you can take? This is really, really a nice tool. I'll throw this in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself, but it's a great companion piece when you're actually playing the game. But what could revive a 6-year-old post about Stalker 1? I guess this advice has been helping people in Stalker 2. Check it out right here. My 6-year-old post continues to save people even in Stalker 2. The original post was someone in Dead Air mod clipping halfway through the ground. And the advice was drop your suit and guns and pray if that doesn't work, just use an older save. And someone said your 6-year-old post just saved me a couple hours. Now that was in Stalker 1, of course, but funny enough, I guess this advice also works in Stalker 2. Seems like this bug is kind of like a legacy type issue. Definitely has stuck with the franchise, but hey, if you're dealing with getting stuck, highly recommend you guys trying that out. That might actually get you unstuck because it happens. And it looks like we got a cool little Easter egg right here. Check it out. Is that you, Indy? And you could see what appears to be a reference to Indiana Jones, of course, where he has to hop into the fridge and try to escape the nuke going off. And mentioning Indy, has anyone been playing the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game? Let me tell you what, this game has gone above and beyond my expectations. I did not expect it to be this good. I can't wait to actually hop on it here today and get through the actual storyline. Been busy rotating between games, but man, oh man, this game ended up being just something absolutely special. I really do feel like people will be talking about it quite a bit here in the coming years. But yeah, right now I feel like it's kind of flying under the radar currently, and I had to give it a mention once again. Also, I did partner with Bethesda, by the way, on a video. You can find that on the channel if you did miss it, where I am actually exploring the world, because there's like several different biomes you get to go to. It's definitely a globe-trotting type adventure. But yeah, check it out on the channel if you missed that, because this game is legit. So yes, it is time to go over your top comments. As always, leave a comment down below. I love reading through all of them. Let's go ahead and highlight what you guys had to say from my previous Stalker 2 video. Let's do this. So we have, encumbrance is part of the Stalker gameplay. While weights of certain items do need some adjustments, but this is a core gameplay feature. I totally 100% agree. You cannot expect to be lugging around like anything and everything in your pack. You have to manage it. And you can see my pack is overflowing right there. I have failed on this expedition. But yeah, I totally get where you guys are coming from. This isn't a Souls game. This isn't anything like that where you can just like freely explore, pick up everything that you want and not really worry about it. You're supposed to be more tactical in this game and mindful of what you are actually picking up. And I personally like how it makes you kind of pick and choose what weapons you have to take. You have to be extremely mindful of that. But again, like my go-to is definitely like assault rifle and shotgun. And we got another comment here about it. It says, if you want to play a game where you carry 10 guns and 800 bullets for each of them, play Fallout. Stalker is and have always been designed so you have to think carefully about what you carry in your inventory. The devs should not change that. If anything, they should tweak the amount of ammo we find in the zone. Too much ammo. Every time I go out on a mission, I bring a couple mags worth of ammo and almost never run out. In fact, that's why I always get encumbered. Sorry for my English, not my first language. I thought you did great. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I totally agree once again on this subject of being over encumbered and the encumbrance issue, I guess you would say, that they should definitely keep it as is. And, you know, that's why there is the modding scene, that if you did want to adjust it for yourself, at least you do have that as an option, of course. But officially, I just think they should leave it as is. Some items I think might have to be a little bit fine-tuned. But beyond that, I think overall, it's a great system. And we got, I just want a Life 2.0, don't we all, dude? I guess this is going to require some patience getting to the point where it's actually really working well. And we have still watching and waiting for everything to be fixed so I can enjoy this game the way it was intended to be played. Looks good so far. Yeah, right now, again, I say it's still in early access. If you want to wait for it to be fully finished and realized, I'll keep you guys in the know when that will actually happen. Hopefully I have like an updated review about that, by the way. And we got this one. Once A Life is back, I'll return as I really miss it. Not a Stalker game without it. I will say it really does affect the feeling of the exploration in the open world. So I absolutely don't blame you guys if you're just holding out on and waiting for that big update to A Life 2.0. But yeah, there it is. The latest happenings around Stalker 2. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Yeah, encumbrance is always going to be something that you have to manage in Stalker 2. It is a part of the DNA. So I do not expect them to change that. They want to keep it realistic. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.